Ura, welcome to MusicNT's Instrument Care, the Source episode. My name is Tash.
And I'm Jessie.
When we have instruments, we want to make sure we can use them over and over and keep them for a long time.
Yes.
We want music forever.
Yes, we do. So in this video, we have ideas of how to look after your instruments, talking about ways of storing, maintaining and caring for them so that they can last for a long time. And also you'll be saving a lot of time and money to make your instruments last forever.
So let's start. We want to make sure that where we keep our instruments is safe.
Yep.
It's important when the room itself is clean and free from dirt. Removing anything from the room that may not be good for your instruments, like food and drinks. These tend to attract animals and when spilled, can damage your gear.
You can store your instruments in a spare room if you have one, anywhere you know it will be safe. Each instruments need different care and storage. Let's look at the guitar first.
All guitars are best kept in their case. This protects the guitar from the weather like the sun, dust and rain. Ensure the clips are securely latched and the case is stored on its side or upright. It's good to double check all your latches are secured before you pick up your case.
If you don't have a guitar or bass case, you can use anything that is going to protect your instruments, such as a clean towel or a clean blanket. You can cover the guitar with the blanket and keep it in the cupboard away from anyone accidentally standing on it or jumping on it.
Let's look at the keyboard. It's best stored in a case, but if you don't have one, you can use the box you bought it in, or you can wrap the keys with a towel or blanket. These are all good options to protect your keyboard.
Another thing about keyboards, we don't want to share the keyboard power supply.
Oh, true.
Yes, because each keyboard may have a different power supply just made for that keyboard. A good idea is to label your keyboard power supply. Then you know it's yours.
You can also use batteries in most keyboards. Your keyboard manual will tell you the battery type and is often written underneath the keyboard too. Remember to change them regularly and don't leave old batteries in.
Keep food and drinks away from your keyboard, please. And remember to wash your hands before you play.
Cleaning is the best thing you can do to ensure you have your instruments forever and sounding at its best. All instruments from keyboard, bass and guitar need to be wiped out, whether it's after a gig or if you have been playing the instrument outside. Wipe over them with a damp cloth and make sure you get anything off there, such as dust. When you change your strings, make sure you give your guitar neck and frets a good clean. You can buy a fretboard conditioner at your local music store. If you notice anything loose or wobbly, now is a good time to tighten them. It's also good to wipe down our instrument leads. Make sure you keep your leads stored neatly. Then you can find them easily for your next gig.
Quick changes in the weather and temperature can affect your instrument.
The Central Desert can have extreme changes from very hot and dry to freezing cold in the winter months. This affects wood and strings, so it's particularly important for guitars. We don't leave the guitars or instruments in a parked car. Temperatures are much hotter in a car. If you are traveling with your instruments, best to keep them with you in the cabin with the aircon and loosen your strings. If you are flying, it's really important to loosen them, otherwise the neck can get damaged.
If you are in the central desert or dry weather, you can use a humidifier to help the guitar to keep enough moisture in its wood. You can purchase a humidifier from your nearest music store.
If you're in the top end or in a humid environment, you can use a dehumidifier to dry the wood out. You can purchase this from your nearest music store.
Depending on what type of wood your guitar is, there are certain oils to add to the neck of your guitar, but find out what oil is best for your guitar's wood. In this tutorial, we have covered the cleaning of instruments, environmental factors that may damage your instrument, storage and traveling with your instrument.
Use these suggestions to care for your music gear, and your instruments will have a long life. Have fun!
Have fun!